Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. Sorry it's been so long since I made a video. Been dealing with some family medical issues. So I'm making this video today for the 7/7 portal, which is also known as the Sirius Gateway. And I did some research that I want to share with you, and hopefully it'll help you. So 7/7 does break down to the number of 5, which is a number of change. And the Sirius Gateway is known for heightened vibration and spiritual advancement. During this time, you're going to experience higher frequencies, and the best use of this higher frequency is for creative inspiration, entrepreneurial endeavors, tech innovation, and heightened intuition. So my guides have been pushing me to remind people that it's a time where you're going to experience more divine messages and to take those messages and turn goals and dreams into reality. One thing that I found interesting when I was doing this research was that they were saying it's a time when the Sirius star aligns with the sun, and the sun warms the earth, but Sirius warms the soul. So I feel like at this time, especially given that it's the middle of the year, you're going to feel a lot of purging of bad habits or things that no longer serve you, and you're going to want to search to your soul's highest purpose. I actually found out that Sirius is 23 times brighter than our own sun. So when I read this, I thought that was amazing, that warming the soul is going to be 23 times hotter than the sun, which is a message for someone. But I also resonated with the fact that 23 is going to be an important number for people who do decide to use this energy to transform their life. So if you do take a goal or a dream you've been looking for and have been hesitant to start, your 23 could be an indicator of when you will reach some sort of milestone that's important to you. So it could be you decide to take on a new endeavor or start a new business, and it could be 23 weeks, 23 months, which is almost a year. You're going to see some real benefits from starting that goal. However, my guides have warned me that if you do decide to use the Sirius Gateway to get your dreams and goals off the ground, I have been warned that July is going to be a tough month. It's going to be very hectic, very intense, but I think as you start to pick up speed, it's going to become more manageable in the following months. So with that, let me get some tarot deck spread for all the viewers out there who are looking for some guidance. As I'm shuffling, I will remind people, take this video as it is. If the messages resonate, great. If they don't, please go find another tarot reader. There's no need to be rude in the comments or take it out because this video doesn't resonate for you. It just could be that it's not meant for you at this time. And if you do find this video at a later time after July, it could just mean the message in here is for you. It may not be related to the Sirius Gateway, but it could just be a message in the video is meant to find you. What do my viewers need to know during the Sirius Gateway to make their dreams and goals come true? What do my viewers need to know? What do my viewers need to know? Gonna pick 3 cards for you viewers. The first card is the High Priestess. second card is the Seven of Chalices, so the Seven of Cups. And the third card is the Queen of Swords. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. So what I'm getting from these cards, viewers, is the High Priestess does relate to the divine connection, which is what we were saying before. This is a time of greater divine messages, so you're really going to need to hone in on your intuition and take the messages that are being provided to you. Seven of Cups, I think this is a chance where you're going to have a lot of opportunities come up, and you're going to need to rely on those divine messages as well as embody your inner Queen of Swords to know the truth for you, what's the best option for you, and how to go about doing it. Now, I am getting some kind of inkling of other people might see this as an unusual project for you, whatever you're looking at or considering, whether it's writing a book, starting a blog, making a YouTube channel. I feel like the people around you aren't going to be as encouraging as you'd like them to. And that's really where you're going to need to rely on your own intuition and your own connection with the divine to continue with this. So I do have a deck of my own. It has different guidance and messages. I'm going to use that to get more of a better understanding of what actually should you viewers be trying to start. What goal, what insights can Spirit give us to whichever dream or goal is going to best serve you at this time. All right. What dream or goal should my viewers focus on turning into a reality at this time? What dream or goal is going to be most benefited by the Sirius Gateway energy? What dream or goal? 1 year. So that is confirmation for that speaking through music. The 1 year confirmation of the 23 months. It's very close. 24 months is 1 year. Speaking through music, I am getting that some of you will get messages through music. You could be inspired by the songs you hear on the radio, or your dream or goal could be songwriting or becoming a musician. What additional messages? Adjust your mindset. So, 2 cards that came out are Adjust Your Mindset, Predator-Narcissist versus Prey or Empath. I am getting the vibe of the people who aren't supportive are more of a narcissist or display narcissistic traits. What I'm getting from this card is that someone may try to encourage you not to pursue your dream or goal because it's more beneficial for them if you don't. But what's more aligned with your higher soul at the moment is to pursue this goal. And you're going to need to adjust your mindset to do this. So say you work like a 9 to 5 and you want to do something more freeing like YouTube. You will be able to do it. You'll just need to adjust your mind. The next card says, being in control of your feelings does not mean you avoid or don't have them, but accept them and move forward from them. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a hard time because the person who you are going to want to support you isn't. And it's okay to be angry that someone you care about or someone who's in your life isn't supporting you. But I would take that anger and channel it more towards your goal. Like, there's no benefit in trying to convince someone that this is the right thing for you because you already know it's the right thing for you. All right, let me grab another deck This is another one of my decks that I created, getting more guidance, hopefully something more inspiring. Some messages from guides. What do my viewers need to hear right now? How can they best take advantage of the energy of the Sirius Gateway? What messages do you have for the viewers? What messages? What messages? What messages for our viewers do we have? Connect with a sibling just to say hello. Just thinking of them will brighten their day. So getting family at this time will be important for you. If you don't have family or don't speak to your family for some reason, it could be a friend or a coworker that you think of like family, someone that will inspire you to take this next step. I think this one wanted to come out. Ooh, set your goals. Create a timeline. Break it down to steps. Yeah, so I think this Sirius Gateway is very important for creating a plan for your goal. If you really do want to see this established and come about within the 23 timeline, whether it be 23 weeks, 23 months, I am getting this instinct that you should create a plan, break it down to smaller steps. So if you want to write a book, you're going to break it down into what do you want to write about, how many chapters should you strive to get done a week. Same with a YouTube video. What do you want to make a YouTube channel about? How many videos do you think you need to do a week to drum up supporters and people to see your video and your message? All right. Because this seems like it's turning dreams into reality, I'm going to use the Manifest Success Affirmations deck. And we're going to get some tips-affirmations to continue to thrive and turn these goals into a reality. What steps-affirmations should the viewers use to turn their dreams into reality? Don't mind my shuffling, it's absolutely horrible. What steps should the viewers' affirmations are helpful to manifest reality? 45. I create my own beliefs. What affirmations are beneficial for my viewers? I feel wealthy every day. I earn lots of money pursuing my true passion. Any other messages for my viewers from this deck? All right. I know these affirmations are pretty self-explanatory, but I am going to read quickly from the book. The book for this has some journaling steps, and sometimes the best way to manifest something is to write it down. So I will read the journaling steps for anyone who is interested. 45. I know I like to write a to-do list. I also do a bucket list as well, and I set up my monthly goals as well. Writing I find to be very cathartic. So, and I have heard other readers say that writing is one of the best ways to manifest, because you write it down, you get it out to the universe, and then you just let it go. So, 45. I create my own beliefs. Our beliefs drive not only our behavior, which has a direct effect on our lives and success, but our beliefs also impact the energy we put out there. If I had a nickel for every time I've seen miracles happen the second someone or myself had a shift in their belief, well, I'd have a lot of nickels. So the journaling tip for this is to write down what negative or limiting thoughts or beliefs have you been on repeat mode lately for you? Who or what has caused those thoughts or beliefs to come up? What belief do you prefer to replace it with? What evidence can you find that those negative beliefs are not true? In what ways can those beliefs be limiting you? Which beliefs do you want to rewrite? What will be your new belief? So I'm actually getting a very clear message, and it's one that I personally have dealt with, and I have heard others talk about it. So, as a child, we're always taught money doesn't grow on trees. That right there would be a limiting thought. If you go to the next question, who or what has caused those thoughts or beliefs to come up? And that's something you learn from childhood, so it could be an older parent, could be a parent, an older sibling, society kind of indrills that belief in you as a kid. What belief do you prefer to replace it with? That's interesting because this belief of money doesn't grow on trees or you have to work hard to get money, lots of rich people don't work very hard to get money after they've established money. So I guess that would be like the belief you want to replace it with. Like, I'm always attracting more abundance or more success. And then what evidence can you find those negative beliefs are not true? I mean, you can take any person who's very well established. Yes, they worked hard in the beginning, but once they took their money and made their money work for them, they started to grow money with little to no effort from themselves. And that's kind of aligned with the whole message of the Sirius Gateway. Like, you can attract a lot of abundance with a small effort. So if we go back to the example of like the YouTube channel, one video a week could attract a sufficient audience to grow your channel to something even more. 1 hour a week making videos is enough to create some energy to roll in the right direction that you want. I will read the other journal entries. Hopefully you find these helpful. If you do like the journal entries, could you comment below and I will continue to read them for other readings? So for I feel wealthy every day, the journal questions posed are, what does success mean to you? What makes you feel wealthy? What is the feeling you are after? How can you incorporate it into your daily life without spending tons of money? Have you set your goal so that you actually know when you have reached it? What kinds of things do you plan on doing when you are wealthy and successful? What is stopping you from doing those things today? How can you start doing at least one of those things on a regular basis? And then the last card is I earn lots of money pursuing my true passion. And the journal posed questions for that are, if you could have it your way, what would your dream career or business look like? Sit and visualize it for 5 minutes. Write down what you visualized in your prosperity journal. Which passions and talents can you combine that can earn you money? Write down as many as you can to get ideas flowing. I think this really instills that message earlier of this is the time to plan. You want to set your goals, create a timeline, break it down into steps. This journal exercise will help you realize what your passions are. What are the most beneficial to you? What's going to bring you the best comfort? What's going to bring you wealth and success? You want to relate these two cards together, that I feel wealthy every day How could taking one of your passions and working on it a little at a time generate some more income for you to free up your time to make you feel wealthy? What is it you are looking for? I'm really being encouraged to tell someone, sit down and think about what your dream life would be. What do you want to do? And why do you want to do it? Do you want to be a YouTube creator because you have a message? You want to get out to people? You want to help people? Is it to free up your time and get out of a 9 to 5 so you can spend more time with your family, enjoying your life? The what, the why, and the how to get there is what you want to focus on, what you want to do. You want to take this high vibration energy of the Sirius Gateway, incorporate it into your plan, and be receptive to divine messages that come to you. If you're scrolling through YouTube or you're watching TV and you see a commercial for someone who started, or a show, someone who started singing and became famous, and that's your dream is to be a songwriter. Well, what steps can you take? Can you go to karaoke nights? Can you send songs to different artists? Can you get your brand out there by performing smaller venues or birthday parties? Think along those lines. What are the steps that you need to do? And then break them down into that 23-month period or that 23-week period and see what happens. And while you're doing this, believe that it can happen, because it can happen to anyone. And since I feel like July is going to be hectic, I'm going to get the viewers an affirmation to help you make it through July. What is the message my viewers need to hear to remain positive and focused on bringing their goals into reality? What is the message that will best serve my viewers for July? What message will best serve the viewers in July? Childlike wonder. It is often said that comparison is the thief of joy, which can be true, but perhaps what robs us even more of pure, unbounded joy is familiarity. How beautiful, how wondrous is the world when we see things for the first time, when we look at things through the wonder and awe of a child's eyes. We notice all the miraculous things we so often take for granted. When we look not just with our eyes, but with our hearts, suddenly the air becomes crisper, the leaves become greener, the ocean becomes deeper, and life becomes fuller. So yeah, I would say encourage yourself to look at things through a child's perspective. So when you're setting your goals, really focus on your heart space. What makes you feel the best? What is best for you? What brings you the most joy and passion? What makes you so giddy and childlike that you want to share this with others? You want to put this out there into the world. I think that's where you're going to find your most abundant and prosperous message. I will get you one more affirmation. What can my viewers do for July to focus on bringing their dreams to reality? What affirmation will serve my viewers the best at this time? What affirmation will serve my viewers best at this time? What affirmation? I am more than enough. Any other affirmations for my viewers? Any other affirmations? I'm getting a message from my guides that some of you have had these ideas for a long time, but what's holding you back is actually fear. You're fearing that it isn't going to work out, you aren't famous enough, you aren't knowledgeable enough, there's something holding you back. And I think this affirmation of I am more than enough, you are more than enough to make this come into fruition. You're more than enough. If you don't know that much about it, do some research. Gain the knowledge you need to know enough to speak on it. 3 other affirmations flipped up, so I will share them with you. I find strength in the silence. I only do what sets my soul on fire. All of my emotions are part of my human experience. Yeah, so you do have the strength. And I'm not actually seeing silence as silence. I'm seeing it as focusing on your intuition, being receptive to divine messages. It's in that space, sometimes it might be meditating, going for a walk, swimming, that you're going to get the strength you need and the messages you need to turn these goals and dreams into reality. This card, I only do what sets my soul on fire, goes back to that childlike experience, that wonder, that amazement that you feel when you do something you truly love. And then all of my emotions are part of my human experience. I'm getting a message that if it is fear that's holding you back or a sense of unworthiness, it's part of your experience. Don't question that you're in the wrong spot and incapable of moving. You are 100% capable. Maybe you need to stay stuck a little bit more to get that strength you need to push past it. But I would take this message for someone who is worried they aren't enough, that you are. You are more than enough, and you are worthy of having your dreams become a reality. It's just the effort you need at this point is what I'm hearing. Just the effort. Okay. With that, I am going to use the Angels Answer deck. This is a deck that gives answers to questions, so if you need to pause the video and come up with some questions, please do that. You can come up with 1 question, ask it 3 ways. You can come up with 3 questions. You can come up with 1 question that has subparts. The answers are really simple. Sometimes they're time frames, sometimes they're just a simple yes or no. But come up with your questions. I am going to shuffle 3 times. So, what is the answer for my viewers' question 1? What is the answer for my viewers' question 1? What is the answer in regards to question 1? What is it? Opportunity. What is the answer for question 2? I am getting that if you were looking for an opportunity to arise, you're going to have multiple options. That's why the opportunity card came up. So this opportunity will present itself. If that was your question, like, I'm stuck, I don't want a new job, I have a feeling a new job will pique your interest online, or you'll be offered a new job, or someone you know. Question 2 was compromise. I'm not getting like a compromise what you want, but how you want it. So like, I personally myself tend to bite off more than I can chew. I know a lot of people who do that. They're like, oh, I'm gonna sit down for 10 hours and I'm gonna write that book I've been meaning to write, and I'm not gonna do anything else all Saturday, and I'm gonna stay in even though it's really nice and I want to go out. And then cut to the end of Saturday and you haven't sat down to write anything. So the compromise card, I'm actually getting a message of, if you want to do something very extreme, your step is very large. Like, oh, I'm going to write 20 hours. I'm going to write 20 chapters in a week. Just compromise on that and start writing. Write 1 chapter. one chapter will lead you to 2 chapters. And then sooner than you know, you'll be at 20 chapters. But it'll help prevent this feeling of unworthiness that some people are struggling with. Like, you know, you're like, I'm going to do 20 chapters this week. And then when you don't get to 20 chapters this week, you feel like, oh, see, I never do it. I never meet the goal I wanted to meet. Start with the 1. Start with the 20 minutes. Start with the, I'm going to write for 10 minutes a day. I'm going to post a clip of a 5-minute clip. I'm going to just very small steps. Focus on the small steps. Compromise the big step for the small one, because many small steps is a big step. And then last, question 3, there's something better. I'm getting this feeling of some of you, and this may be just for question 3, wanted something and it actually didn't turn out correctly. You didn't get it. And it was divine protection. The reason you didn't get it was it wasn't meant for you. There's something greater on the way. There's something greater out there. So if you didn't get a job, or your first video or your first draft of something wasn't good, there's something better out there. This is a reminder that many people who have succeeded, their first project was a complete and total failure and was not as successful as the project that came next, or 4th, or 5th. So these are the 3 answers for the questions. Opportunity to question 1, compromise to question 2, and there's something better for question 3. I hope you all enjoyed this video and you're taking advantage of the Sirius Gateway 7/7 portal and are using it to instill great change in your life, or even just small changes that will serve you for the long run. Wishing you all a wonderful tomorrow, and I hope to see you in the next video. If you liked this, please like and subscribe. I am going to post videos for each astrology sign about what needs to be healed in the next 6 months for the second half of the year. I should be able to get those out either at the end of this week or beginning of next week is my goal. But I hope to see your comments and any improvements or something you'd like to see next. Wishing you the best, and I really hope some of these messages resonated with you and are going to help you on your journey. Thank you.